Without doubt, one of the most creative formations in FIFA 22 at the moment, these are the custom tactics for the 4-2-2. Quick introduction, my name is Brabsy, your FIFA 22 coach, and if you've got any questions at all, drop them in the comments or jump into the free Discord. Let's get into it. So then team, first of all, I owe you guys an apology. I am pretty ill right about now, which is why I sound awful. I'm sorry if I'm not describing things as much as I normally would. I'm just trying to get it done before my voice goes. To cover all bases, as always, if you didn't know, it doesn't matter what formation you use going into the game, whichever gives your team the best chemistry. Instead, what we're going to do is go to custom tactics by hitting L2. Hit L2 again, and then we're loading our new formation into these game plans. It doesn't matter which one, it's just somewhere where we can put it so we can switch to it in game. By no means is this like the most meta formation or anything. This is more just a pure fun and creative formation if you're behind in a game, or if you're struggling to break down an opponent and you just want to create loads of attacking opportunities and loads of different runs that's going to confuse your opponent. So then, let's get you set up with a custom tactics. Flying through these because I can already feel my voice going, we're going to leave defensive style unbalanced. A width of 45, just tucking our fullbacks in, crowding the middle of the penalty area to block all those shots. We will concede a little bit of the wings, but you can always send a fullback out there if needs be. Depth of 55. The depth doesn't matter too much in this game at the moment, but 55 is a nice balanced middle ground. Build up play balanced. Chance creation, direct passing. Direct passing is very similar to forward runs. However, I found with forward runs, your players run forward, then keep running forward, and keep running forward and end up in the bakery somewhere outside the stadium. Oh, that'd be a nice place to be right now. So direct passing is basically the middle ground in between the two. Players still run forward, but they show for the ball still, so it's quite a nice, effective one to use for this formation. Width, we're going for 35, which sounds quite narrow, but don't worry, we'll still have plenty of width. It just helps us out with the custom instructions, which is where the magic really happens in this formation. Players in the box, we're going for a nice and neutral 6. Corners and free kicks, I like to move back to 1 in this position, just so we're not getting caught on any counter attacks from a corner. Tactics nice and straightforward. Now into the magic room, the custom instructions where this formation really comes alive. Quick reminder before we do, free FIFA 22 tips are uploaded on this channel throughout the course of this game, even when I'm ill. So it's well worth a subscription if you've not already subscribed. Just go ahead and click that bell to get all the latest tips as and when they drop. Let's get into the instructions. Right then team, this is where the fun starts. Starting with the strikers then, they will be on support runs of either balanced width or stay central, which we'll cover in a moment. Get in behind is a must, normal interceptions, and come back on defense. Same instructions need to be applied to both strikers. So don't worry, we're not going crazy. The reason they're on come back on defense is because the wide players will both be on stay forward, get into the box for cross, free roam, and normal interceptions. So essentially what's happening in this formation is your strikers are vanishing and dropping back into the midfield. If they're on stay central, they'll sort of sit around where the CDMs are. If they're on balance width, which I've also had a lot of success with, they'll kind of go to the left and right midfield position, so it'll look like a 4-4-2 in the defensive side. Meanwhile, those two attacking side players will act as strikers on free roam instructions. They'll go central, up front to two forwards, and then when you win the ball back, you can play it to those two players. Meanwhile, your actual strikers that are hiding in midfield will make forward runs, darting up and past them, ready for those L1 triangle balls in behind. Or if you want to play tick-attack football, loads of opportunities to mix it up doing that. You'll see it in the demonstrations, but the great thing is if you have your strikers on balanced width, they will go from wide areas and they will cut inside centrally, and the wide players up top will spread out wide. So they're effectively spreading out the defense, ready for the strikers to run in behind. Really effective, really different. It'll confuse the hell out of your opponent. So to accompany these players, one of the CDMs also will help us out in the attacks. This will be whoever your box-to-box midfielder is. So in this particular event, I've got Goretzka, I've used Nkunku in the past, I've used Pogba in the past. They will be on balanced defense, balanced attack, normal interceptions, cover center, and stick to position. Your other CDM, quite like other formations, will be the defensive one, so they'll be on balanced defense, drop between defenders, normal interceptions, cover center, and stick to position. The reason for drop between defenders is they will sit in between the two centre backs just in front. so that every time you go on the defensive, you know you can switch to them, you know exactly where they're going to be in between those two defenders. To finish off, the fullbacks are on stay back while attacking, normal interceptions, mixed attack and stick to position. Centre backs are on stay back while attacking, normal interceptions, stick to position, and the goalkeeper, you can have them on whatever you like. I like to keep my goalkeepers relatively balanced, but that one is up to you. Right then team, this will all make sense in the demonstration, so without further ado, let's show you how this formation really can do the business. So as you can see in this demonstration, Bamba and Marlon are our two wingers pretending to be strikers. Meanwhile, Dembele and Ben Yedder are hiding in midfield. Once they appear in the strike position, this often glitches the defence to either compacting or leaving a gap where you can have a shot on goal. Here we see on the radar, when we get the ball back in the defensive half, those two wingers pretending to be strikers start to spread out and the strikers appear in the middle. By doing this, the defence is then parted, leaving gaps at the sides and in the middle that you can expose to have another shot on goal. Having the narrow width and the wingers set to free roam means they will tuck in near the penalty area and give yourself all sorts of creative opportunities. Your opponent will get that baffled by what's going on, they'll just want to get the hell out of here. See ya! This formation also works on next gen. As you can see again, these player movements glitch out the defence once more, leaving you to just pick up the pieces. This time, Rashford and Martial are our two forwards, and when we pick the ball up they make those same darting runs in behind, leaving us an easy pass and an easy way to finish them off. Have fun utilising this formation to rack up plenty of creative runs, goal scoring opportunities and hopefully plenty of goals. If wing play is more your thing, these runs can even drag defenders out of place to leave a man free for the tap in. And if you do what I did and switch to defensive to then concede 2 crap goals, at least you know you've got the 4-2-2 to start your attacks again. Now you've got one of the best attacking formations in place, all you need is one of the best players. Hope that was useful for you team. All I ask from you in return is to be one of those that smashes that thumbs up button to help the video out. Wherever you are in the world, keep smiling, have a great day, and until next time, I will see ya.